practiced Monday and Tuesday, took Wednesday off, came back yesterday. So hopefully we'll be ready to go on Saturday.
When you have that, you mentioned 5 days off and only the one game, is there a difference in kind of what you try to get done during the week when you've got kind of no game until the weekend?
Well, we have a little more time to work on some things Monday and Tuesday. Thursday and Friday won't be any different, but we got an opportunity to spend some time on some individual drills and that, and go back to some things that hopefully will help us.
I know as a coach you never obviously want to lose, especially a 2-game series on the road, but do you feel like there's enough time left where you guys can kind of rebuild and this was able to serve as a wake-up call?
You're right, we don't like to lose, but we definitely have a lot of things to improve upon. I've said that for weeks. It's a fine line you walk, and just a little bit of a letdown, and things can change in a hurry. And so, I watched the film from those 2 games, and we just weren't as sharp. We weren't as focused. We made a lot of defensive mistakes. Blockouts weren't very good, and we slid dramatically. So, hopefully, we'll regain some of that focus and intensity. And we've got a tough remainder of the season. 5 games left. All of them will be difficult. So, we're going to start Saturday night.
What's different about this Beaver team since last time you played them?
I'm not sure. They really have had a good 4-game stretch here. The Utah game was a big turnaround for them. You can see the increased energy in their game, from that game. And so they've played well the last 4 games, and they're led by Peyton. And, they're solid. They do a lot of things really, really well.
Coach, did you catch a more determined desire from the team Monday and Tuesday? Anything seemed like they're really
well, it's a long season. I thought we did some good things on Monday. We did some good things on Tuesday. I think they'll be ready to go. We'll just have to wait and see.
You played them the first time. They had a lot of different contributors, and then Tinkle was coming off the bench. Now he's starting, but him and Thompson, I think they had about 8 different. Peyton didn't really get going until later on. It seemed like they had a lot of guys that were getting involved in each of the first time.
Every game's different. It's hard to go back on one game and say this or that. Guy gets hot in a particular game and gets a few threes down, it can dramatically change the game. So I'm sure this game will take on a personality of its own. I'm sure they'll be ready to play. I hope we will be, and should be a good ball game.
Do you guys get a sense that kind of seems that Arizona's peaking right now too? Do you guys kind of get a sense of it's whichever team blinks first is going to be the one that's sitting in second going into the?
I'm not worried about that. We're worried about one thing: Saturday night. I hope the guys aren't thinking about that. We need to just worry about Saturday night. So.
Saturday night's supposed to be sellout, should be pretty loud in there. Do you have to alter anything as far as play calling when you're yelling at the guys come down the court, or you're close enough that doesn't affect it?
I don't think it'll be a problem. We still got to communicate. Guys got to communicate with each other a little better. But no, I don't think it'll change much.
Justin,
guys excited for it? Obviously, sellout crowd and rival in town. What's the?
Yeah, no, I hope they're excited about it. Anytime you get an opportunity to play, you should be excited. But this one, it obviously means a lot to the people in the state. We had a good crowd over there. They'll have a good crowd Saturday night, or we'll have a good crowd Saturday night. So, no, our guys will be excited to play. I'm sure they'll be excited to play, and it should be a lot of fun.
where's Jordan at now compared to last season? Obviously, he's been this season was delayed a bit coming off that injury, but where's he kind of in his development for you guys?
I think offensively he's made some strides. Disappointed, he had 4 turnovers against Stanford. Really made some bad decisions, and he'd been passing the ball pretty good before that. So, he's doing a lot of good things. Like the rest of our team, though, he was you know, stepped slow and a little bit behind last weekend. So need him to bounce back and be a little sharper this weekend.
Coach, I know you never wanted to be in that position, to be tied at the end of the game, but against Stanford, you know, it's spilled milk, but in watching the film, I never heard any of the commentators. Roscoe Allen took about 4 steps before he got fouled. Did you notice that? And
I'm not
then-
sure if it was 4 or 5, but it's nothing we can do about it.
No,
You know,
I know,
it is what it is, and you know, we had our opportunities before that. We didn't play well enough. You know, for me to, you know, just one of those things. You know, it's part of the game that you can't control. You know, I tell our guys to worry about things you can control. Don't worry about things you can't control, and it's just one of those things we couldn't control. There are a lot of things previous to that we could have controlled and we didn't. You know, so it's just part of the game.
Within the last couple of weeks, you were kind of wondering who had games left at home, who had games left on the road, and sort of sending out a warning that Arizona was kind of looming out there. Are guys paying any closer attention now that, hey, maybe coach knows what he's talking about and that message
No,
can get through?
that doesn't change. But you know, it's I've only been in the league. You know, this is the 6th year, but it's not hard to tell as you look back in those 6 years. You know, teams. It's a home, you know, court league. Especially, you know, there's no leagues that have the road swings of the Big 5. Okay, nobody plays the road swings, and if you look at those games, very few times do teams have 2 or 3 road games in a row. And so our league is unique in that. And because of that, I think the home road is maybe a little bit more at advantage, disadvantage, whatever you want to say. And when you're playing those back-to-back games. And so, you know, in the 5 years and now the 6th, you know, it's just easy to look and say, you don't ever count a team out when they've got 5 of their last 7 at home. You get too swayed sometimes because of home and road, and you just got to be really careful. And you know, Arizona, you know, is playing very well. Other schools are playing well, and you know, it's still a matter of trying to figure out a way to get a road win or 2. You know, and take advantage of the opportunities you do have at home. So right now, we got to be concerned about one thing: our opportunities are at home.
You touched on this, but has the team responded in the way that you would have hoped in the past few days of practice?
Yeah, they've been solid. You know, as a coach, you know, it's a long season. You try not to go way up or way down. You know, I didn't want them just to be rah and you know, blow it all out Monday and Tuesday. The game's on Saturday, but I did want them to make progress, and I thought we did. And so whether we're ready for Saturday night is going to be totally dependent on how they prepare and how they get ready. For a long time, they did a great job of that. We didn't do a good job last weekend, but you know, I'm hoping that they'll take a step back and get themselves prepared to play on Saturday night.
Previous years, you've talked about seniors kind of rising to the occasion when the season's come to a close and kind of embracing that last game mentality. Have you seen that out of Elgin and Dwayne?
Well, you know, we're coming off a bad weekend, so it's probably a bad time to ask me that question. But you know, this is the time of the year that you know, that sense of urgency, you know, that most players get. You know, they see 5 games left, a conference tournament, hopefully some postseason, and usually that realization hits them that it's coming to a close. And so we'll see how this group handles it. We've been pretty fortunate. The other groups have handled it pretty well, and we'll just see how these guys handle it. It's not an easy thing. You know, there's a little pressure with it. There's a lot of excitement. So you just hope that they have a little fun with it. Don't put too much stress on it.